Hi, welcome to the iMarket Direct Media web demo powered by Omniverse. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our apps section. Under apps, we have multiple different choices here. The first one we're going to click on is MediaFly. We have popular channels. We're going to spin through this as quick as we can because literally there's thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of content and genres to try to get the ingested into you exactly the power of the iMarket Direct Media set-top box. Again, right now we have different genres such as business and finance, cars, comedy, cooking and drinks, education, fashion, health and fitness, kids and family. We could even learn a language. We actually teach you how to learn languages here. Music, news and politics, science and nature, showbiz news, society and culture, sports, technology, gaming, and other. Let's just go to our first genre here, business and finance. Business and Finance is going to show us the latest podcast and videocast, whether on your latest and greatest favorite radio stations and or TV. Just to show you how up to date it is, Your Money Matters with the Wall Street Journal. So literally published today, February 9th, 2012, this morning. Here's exactly what was on Your Money Matters.
Welcome to Your Money Matters, the personal finance report from the Wall Street Journal online for Thursday morning. I'm Jim Chesko. This time, we're feeling slightly better about our finances. And electronics is a Valentine's Day gift.
So again, the ease of being able to watch what you want to on the device you want to, when you want to, not being stuck to a schedule or having to log into multiple different websites or having, multiple different applications and subscriptions. Everything being right here if this is something you like to watch. I'm going to come out of here and let's see what else we have. How about Mad Money with Jim Cramer? CNBC's Mad Money with Jim Cramer, definitely a popular show. The latest one that's actually aired on CNBC, and here it is right here. You have a short buffer time naturally to create a good viewing experience so there's no delay, no pause. It's literally reading your internet connection, making sure that this is going to function at optimal speed for your viewing preference. Now with the Curie one-roll television remote, we have the ability to change the screen resolution, as you can see. Maybe I have a phone call. Maybe I forgot I want to get a snack. I can click my info button right here. I can pause. I can go do what I want to do. I can fast forward. I can rewind. As soon as I'm done, come back and go back to where I want to go.
I think it's worth taking a step back and thinking about something that should always be on the mind of a good investor. What keeps me up at night?
So let's come out of here and see what else we have. We have, oops, went too far. We have Fast Money, Get It Done, Small Business, NPR, The Money Girl, MSNBC's favorites, Susan Ortman. Again, the list goes on and on and on. Business Week, the latest and greatest podcast, videocast, whatever's been on your, again, favorite radio station and or TV station, right here available at your fingertips when you want to watch it without having to worry about DVRs, multiple logins, different sites and applications. Let's leave business and finance and go to cars. Let's say you're a cars enthusiast. Let's say you love Speed TV. I'm going to click on Speed Engine Block. Here's the latest that's ran on Speed TV right here.
Which is faster, the electric or the combustion engine?
There's only one way to find out which
Again, we can change our screen resolution.
We're pitting the Porsche Carrera
We can change our volume with one remote. We don't have multiple remotes.
This six-cylinder ride is at 385 horsepower.
We can pause, play back.
The Tesla has only 288 horsepower. Now, it matters less because of the instantaneous torque, but it's still 100 horsepower less.
And again, considering this is a web demo, you're seeing it through, a little bit of a, pixelated, situation. You're not seeing the full 1080p HD broadcast that's taking place right now. In addition to that, we're also demoing this product. I'm going to click mute on my device. We're also demoing this product right now on a 10-plus-year-old standard definition Sony without HDMI cables, without internet connectivity, just using traditional, yellow into yellow, white into white, red into red, okay? That simple with a wireless connection. So there's no, all that's happened now is the iMarket direct media viewing system now has just turned the TV into a portal. That's all this is a portal being used. Okay? Let's get out of here. Let's see what else we have for our car enthusiast. Driving sports. So again, the latest episode that's aired featuring the 2012 Audi A7. It's going to buffer for a few seconds. And then here we are. Again, there's so much to go through. I'm just going to hop out of here. And let's check out some other genres. Let's jump down to sports. Okay, check this out. Mike and Mike, one of the number one featured shows on ESPN Radio. ESPN Daily. Baseball Today on ESPN. Let's see what else we have. The Scott Van Pelt Show. Again, another featured show on ESPN. Let's click on Mike and Mike. Now, again, you see February 8th. Why? Only because today's episode hasn't run yet. It's not aired yet on the radio, so you still see yesterday's. Within a minute and 30 seconds of the airing completing, it's automatically ingested onto the One World Television system for your viewing preference. I'm going to click here.
A
couple seconds of loading.
Podcast is presented by Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday. Enjoy over 100 courses, great shopping, dining, and entertainment. All set along 60 miles of beautiful Carolina coastline. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's where America goes to play.
This is the best of Mike and Mike podcast on ESPN.
I'm going to go stop. I'm going to go back. And keep in mind, we're still just under our app section, okay? And this is just one genre. How about HDNet Fights? Pretty popular, isn't it? Here's the last episode that's aired of HDNet Fights. So why is this important? We want to show you this isn't yesterday's news. This isn't something from, 3 years ago. This is the latest and greatest of whatever's aired on your favorite channels right here, video on demand, ready for you to watch when you want to. 500 episodes alone here, HDNet Fights. Let's just go to a couple more here. ESPN Daily, definitely popular, of course. Again, February 8th, because the drive time hasn't aired yet this afternoon.
This is the ESPN Radio Daily Podcast.
It's my distinct pleasure to welcome in the man who is responsible for bringing Kobe to L.A. on a draft day trade way back when. Of course, he is one of the all-time greats in NBA history, let alone Laker lore.
I'm going to click mute. I'm going to point something out here. 37 minutes of content for an hour show. Why? Because it's literally cutting out 6 different commercial breaks. So you get a roll-in of a little progressive ad promotion, and then the rest is simply your viewing preference without interruption.
After that, so we have to go back in time. But he's been some remarkable player for so many years now, and I think...
Let's click stop. Let's get out of here. And again, the latest and greatest in sports, anything your heart desires, right there. Now, we went from business and finance right to sports. Now I'm going to go to fashion and luxury. I'm just going to click on the first thing, and it's Cosmo Klein. So it's a Cosmo edition, naturally featuring Calvin Klein. A few seconds of loading. Again, we can change the screen resolution. We can mute. We can pause. Play back. I've seen enough. I'm going to go back. Let's exit out of here. And let's go to, how about education? Maybe you guys have heard of this guy. Let's see.
Thanks for listening to the Dave Ramsey Show podcast.
Debit card purchases. Live from Financial Peace Plaza, it's the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of...
Again, I'm just going to mute it for a second again. So Drive Time this afternoon hasn't aired yet, so this is yesterday's segment.
The free call at 888
So the latest segment that's aired is, again, within a minute and 30 seconds, is right here uploaded just for you.
Click on Dave's email. Please keep your emails.
I'm going to click stop. Let's go back. Again, tons of content. History According to Bob, TED Talks, again, NPR, Money Matters, even Adobe Suite, how to utilize Adobe Suites and utilize websites. How about this one here is fantastic. The Legal Ad, over 200 pieces of content to help you with legal life. Whatever it might be, every different topic you can imagine is here, absolutely free and included, 100%. Let's see, let's go to comedy. By the way, we're just in our first application. I'm going to do this one last one and then I'm going to get out of here. But just to show you, John and Jeff, the Dennis Miller Show. Let's see. How about stand-up comedy on HBO? Let's use that as an example. We'll just click on the second episode. Jerry Seinfeld. I think we know that guy. I'm going to stop it because God only knows what might come up. By the way, let's say I love this show. It's my favorite show. I can now click my option button and bookmark this video. I can subscribe to the episodes. So every time a new one comes, it'll automatically be in my favorites, and I'll show you that. And I can add to favorites. I can rate it. I can do whatever I want to it. So again, instead of you having to decipher through all the different content, if there's some things that you love, you want to follow, you want to see when you want to, you just add it to your favorites, simply on your home screen, and you can go right to it every day. CNET. Over 30 million subscribers. The latest in all technology, from the iPhone, the iPad, podcasts, TV shows. Watch, here's an example. Check this out. Here's a radio version talking about social media and Facebook. So you have the podcast.
This episode of Buzz Out Loud is brought to you by Squarespace.
Buzz Out Loud. I'm just going to stop and go back for the sake of time. And now I have the option to watch in high definition the show. So the same show featuring Facebook, but instead of the podcast that was recorded and aired on the radio, now you have the video version. It's going to buffer for my viewing preference to make sure everything's well. It's going to go based upon my internet speed, so now I won't have any breaks and issues. So again, I'm going to just lower this down a little bit. So again, what we have is the radio version or the video version, my choice, the way I want to, on the device I want to, whenever I want to. I'm going to go back. Again, CNET, very popular, Cartech, CNET News Daily, excuse me, Dialed In, Digital City, First Look, For the Record, How To, tons of different content. Let's get out of our first app. Let's check out YouTube, just for fun. YouTube, automatically ingested. I have no idea what this is going to be, so don't hold me accountable, but I'm just going to click on today's featured video. And here it is. New York Giants on Plane Celebrating is the title. Disclaimer, what you're about to see is not my fault, blah, blah, blah. So here's the Giants on their private jet celebrating. With some kind of a mobile recording, it looks like. So let's get out of here. You can search content. You can log in with your account. I'm not sure if you know, just in case you do or if you don't, YouTube has also launched actual channels now. So CBS News, the BBC, Oprah, Tech Talk, the list goes on, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of channels. American Idol, all the best and latest clips from American Idol. My kid's favorite, and my colleague, actually, his favorite too. He admits to it every time he does a demo. An example is cartoons. My kid loves this. Literally, you can't be, over careful anymore. My kid can't even watch, certain kids' channels, let's say on TV, where the commercial breaks are not something I want my 4-year-old to see. So now I actually have the beauty to be able to just click, and go. And literally there's 500,000 in a row on this channel, different cartoons that I'll just roll and roll and roll and play, if I so choose to. Oprah has her own channel, no secret there. So again, right on your TV, not hovered around a computer, a tablet or a mobile device, which, by the way, we actually network share to all those devices, and we'll talk about that. But again, you could also select the country, United States, worldwide, and narrow it down to however you want. So let's get out of here. Let's go to some movies. Crackle. Hundreds of movies, broken down by genre: action, comedy, documentary, drama movies, horror, martial arts, music, sci-fi, thriller. Let's just click on comedies. We can scroll through and see what we want to watch. We're going to find something safe. I'm going to click on My Best Friend's Wedding, which is my wife and I's favorite movie. And here, within just a few seconds, bang, it's on. I don't want to go through the beginning and watch all this intro, so I'm going to click my info button. I'm going to click fast forward. Within less than 2-3 seconds, here we are. We can change the screen resolution. Again, 1080p, great picture if your TV supports HD. If not, still a fantastic picture on a traditional SD television system. Again, we're doing all of this right now on a 10-plus-year-old television system. Television, sorry. So I'm going to click back and get out of here for the sake of time. So hundreds of movies, absolutely free and included. And let's go to just one more app, and then we'll get out of here. Let's go to CNN. So CNN, we got different categories: international, on TV, Espanol. Let's just click on TV. And again, the intent here is to show you it's not the secondhand sub-broadcast only in one little town in the middle of nowhere. It's the CNN newsroom, the Situation Room, John King USA, Parker and Spitzer, Larry King Live, Anderson Cooper, State of the Union. I mean, the best of the best of the best of the best. let's just click on American Morning. And the topic this morning on CNN was Delivery Man delivers ads for every man. I'm going to click OK. It's going to buffer to give me the best viewing preference possible. Based on my connection, by the way, which is only 3 bars, if you notice that down here in the right-hand corner. I don't even have full internet capacity, and it's still functioning at this level, which is fantastic.
It's past the hour. Did you know that a 30-second Super Bowl commercial cost about $3 million? Well, one company says we're not going to pay $30 million for 30 seconds. Instead, we're going to make a 1-second ad.
So I'm going to, again, for the sake of time, I'm going to get out of here. But again, the latest and greatest content feasible. And again, guys, we're just actually in apps. We haven't even gotten anywhere else yet, okay? And I'm still not even excited yet. Let's talk about personal media. We have our home network, content sources. I'm going to click on my wife's computer. I'm going to click music. So now I'm network sharing our set-top box to my computer and the computer back to my box. So what's on my computer now, instead of me having to hover around my computer, which is good, I now have the option to do what I want to when I want to and have it network back to my television. I'm going to click music. Here's one of my fantastic friends, Dustin Smith, with his album Open the Floodgates, which is in my iTunes. I'm going to click on OK. So again, network sharing back from our computer. Scroll down, click on one more from my buddy. Okay, again, for the sake of time, I'm going to go back. Now, as I keep surfing and doing what I want to do, I can also keep the music going in the background. Okay? But I'm going to click stop. I'm going to go back. Videos, all of our family videos forever, right here. We can watch on TV. Friends and family come over, whatever we want, right here. Every video we've ever downloaded. From our phones, from our cameras, wherever. Same thing with pictures. I can break it down by the dates that were taken, the albums, keywords, however I want to. I can scroll through if I'd like to, or I can just click OK, and it'll literally just start playing a collage for me of all of the pictures we have downloaded on our computers. My daughter and her friend from Kansas City right before we moved to Tampa. My son wearing SpongeBob playing a video game. I'm going to exit out of here and let's see. And by the way, I'm still not even excited yet, by the way. About everything we can do. Let's show you here real quick under favorites as I was talking before. So now I have favorite channels I can bookmark. Okay? So without having to drill through every app and everywhere, I can just bookmark my favorite channels. I can bookmark my favorite podcasts like before. Watch Mike and Mike. Here it is.
The Best of Mike and Mike podcast is presented
right there. Right on my homepage. Whatever I want to follow, it's right here. I love watching my best friend's wedding. I saved it right here. So I can click on it at will, and there it is. can also go to recently played and keep an eye on my kids too, and I can also install settings to block different types of content also. Now, if you think you've seen cool stuff yet, we've just begun. What you're about to see is not a mistake. I want to remind you, a 10-plus old TV, regular AVI inputs, you know, yellow to yellow, white to white, red to red, no internet connectivity on the TV at all, and sit back and check this out. This is not a mistake. Before I do anything, let's do this. Let's try to give you a close-up of this remote if I can. I have the lights off so you can see the screen a little bit better. So the remote is actually built and made by BlackBerry. As you can see, it looks just like a BlackBerry remote or a BlackBerry phone. Why is that important? Well, so we have a keypad, so the way we're used to texting and typing and emailing, we can do the same thing with what I'm about to show you. The other thing I'd like to take a second and show you also is the size of the device. Here's my Evo phone, okay, my HTC Evo, and the device that we're demoing right now for you is right here. A little bit bigger than my Evo, completely portable. You know, fits in your pocketbook purse, your laptop bag, anywhere you want. Catch a wireless connection, and you're good to go. I have 4 children. My colleague, director of sales, has 5. My partner has 2. And don't think when you go away and you're in a hotel and you need that little bit of downtime, it's not bad to plug this in and be able to watch whatever we want to start bringing the room down without buying movies at $15 a piece. Okay, so sit back and check this out. Now I've just launched an internet browser. Right here in the remote, again, we'll do the best we can with the light that we have. There's an orange globe, if you can see that. I just clicked that globe, and it's just launched my internet browser. My featured apps of choice are Facebook, Twitter, Google, Gmail, Wikipedia, and weather. I'm going to click on Facebook. And here's literally my home screen. Right now on my Facebook, my friend Claudio Friesen, he's posting something in Spanish, so I can't read it to you, but nevertheless, there it is. Let's give it a second to complete loading for optimal use. Now, I'm going to show you 2 options of how the remote control actually becomes a mouse. Now, if you can see right here, okay, my remote control now is now acting just like a mouse. I have the ability to use it as a mouse, or I can click my mouse button on my remote and use it as a scroller. There's my wife's post. I want spring break to be now. She posted 2 hours ago. There it is. Now, let's show you some other features because I want to give you the full example of what we're seeing here. I'm going to click back on my mouse. I'm going to scroll over and come up here. And just like the internet. So it's not a weakened version. It's not a watered down version. It's not an application version. It's literally what you'd be getting on your computer. I'm going to click my home page. I've converted to the timeline. So the same way timeline works in views, as you can see, is the same thing we're seeing here. Okay? I'm going to click my scroller. I'm going to scroll down. You can see my post last night. I'm giving myself away. I'm watching Boston Legal. Boston Legal. It's one of my favorite shows. I'm embarrassed, I admit it. I'm watching Boston Legal video on demand on my Omniverse One World television box. Can you do that? So, I was kind of busting chops last night. I'm going to click status. And up here, I'm going to write, I'm demoing. Oh, well, I'm not. I'm doing, hold on. I'm doing a web demo on Omniverse. I'm going to scroll over here. I'm going to share it. I'm going to scroll down. And here it is, right there. Bang. I'm doing a web demo on Omniverse. So again, my 10-year-old TV, completely breaking all the rules. Imagine your kids, let's face it, folks, a lot of us may have multiple tablets, laptops, mobile phones, smartphones, but let's face it, guys, there's a whole lot of folks in the country and around the world that don't have that luxury. So imagine now, instead of the kids fighting over that one device or that one laptop or that one computer, now having the ability to social media, YouTube, search the web, and do a whole host of things right from the TV. Okay? I'm going to click Option. I'm going to go back to my browser homepage. I'm going to click on Twitter. And here's my homepage on Twitter. I'm going to go back to my browser home. I'm going to click on Google. And let's Google iMarket. Oh, already comes up. There it is. Bang. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go where I want to go. I'm going to click on iMarket Direct. And now here I have the iMarket Direct website live on my TV right here. I can search out whatever my heart desires for you and your clients, products, you name it. As you can see, I can fast forward, I can remove, I can rewind, I can scroll, I can do anything I want. No limitations. By the way, you can also set up your wireless mouse and keyboard if you so choose to, through one of the USB ports on the set-top box, and be able to actually use a traditional keyboard and mouse if you choose to. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go back to browser home. I'm going to check my email real quick. Now I have the option of viewing the email in a mobile type setting, or if I choose to, I can scroll down and I can choose a basic HTML, which you'll recognize is exactly what you see on your computer. So again, I can view it however I choose to. Okay? Let's go back to browser home. Just give you a glance at Wikipedia. So again, the latest front page Wikipedia. If one of the most, I think it may be one of the most. I think it's definitely in the top 10 websites that are definitely searched today for sources of content and verifying legitimacy. And then the Weather Channel. Everybody loves the Weather Channel. So how exciting is that? So right now, if you've caught on, We have podcast. We have radio. We have live. We have video on demand. We have internet browsing. We have social media browsing. We have social media ingestion. We have email. We have movies. We have series, specials, live events. We have news. We have entertainment. And we've just begun. And again, out of respect, I'm going through this as fast as I can. There's so much more I could show you, but we want to ingest into you, as much as possible here without overload. Let's go to Internet Media. Check this out. How awesome is this? VTab. Okay? Now, VTab, you put in whatever you want, okay? So I'm going to put in ESPN. I don't even click search. I don't do anything. It automatically pulled up in order everything. So here's the latest thing that just aired on ESPN. Right here, Mike and Mike wordplay. Here it is.
Previously on Mike and Mike in the morning. How do you say this word? You get a free what?
Well, check that out. How awesome is that? I didn't have to do anything. I searched a word, kind of like the media version of Google search, if you will. And here it is. I'm going to go back. Next to that, Sweet Spot with McCutcheon.
Sweet Spot blogger Dave Schoenfield here today with my good friend Eric Carabello. We're here to talk today about 3 young outfielders. I want Eric's opinion on these guys.
We're going to get out of here. And again, anything, sky's the limit. Again, you can search whatever you want. Let's go back up to search. Let's put in, let's do NBA. See what we get. Oops. Oh, hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me. You got to hit the right buttons for this to work. So NBA. So the first thing that comes up, NBA basketball. I'm going to click here. I can view past games, or I can view the latest thing that just took place on ESPN. Here it is. Right now, here's the MVP. They're announcing, in their opinion, the NBA MVP right now.
Right now, with a long way to go, I am going with Chris Paul as my MVP.
Chris Paul.
In a shock to me, because I didn't see this.
That's his guess, by the way. They're not calling him an MVP. They're saying it's their opinion early in the season.
Because of Chris Paul's presence for the first time in a long time.
Again, we can change the screen resolution. My phone's ringing. So I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna come back.
Point guard to 15-7 and serious contention in the West, in the wide open West. I'll give you that.
So again, let's not take too much time. That's VTab. Search what you want, where you want, however you want. Pulls up the latest and the greatest, whatever's just taken place, in whatever category you want to check. Check this out, guys. Now look, sometimes we take things for granted. But we are a one-world television system, and I'm going to show you why in a couple minutes. Just the tip of the iceberg. Now, how many people around the world, okay, and even here, that don't have $50, $60, $70, $100, $150,000 to spend to go to college, but are hungry for education and knowledge? Check this out. It was recorded live, now video on demand, lectures, from major professors at Stanford, Harvard, Berkeley, Yale, MIT, Cambridge, University of Houston, and more. Check this out. And hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos in each different genre. Check this out. You got to just take a glance. I'll let it play through just so you can see.
This presentation is delivered by the Stanford Center for Professional Development.
We are on the air. Okay. Welcome, one and all. And as I said on the TV when you were walking in, just to make sure everybody knows, this is EE261, the Fourier Transform and its applications.
I'm going to take mute for a second, but how huge is that? A live lecture Stanford University, Maine professor, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos.
Circulating around.
So let's get out of here. That's just, I don't know. That's amazing to me. I couldn't. I didn't have the option to go into college. It wasn't in the budget. So, at the end of the day, this is invaluable. Modern physics. Energy, business, programming abstractions, the future of human health, geography of the United States. You name it, it's pretty much here. Again, same thing with Harvard, so on and so forth. Let's get out of here. Let's go to majors. Engineering, science, literature, math, management, social science, and others. Banking and money, finance. And again, hundreds of videos. Venture capital and capital market. This is, I'll tell you right now, this is an enormous benefit to have. How many people have wasted so many times and money and efforts and heart not knowing and understanding how to deal with venture capitalists and venture capital groups. And then here literally walks you through the entire process.
Let's say I'm hanging out with my buddies one night, and we realize that there's a huge opportunity in selling socks online. Socks online. And so we decided to start a company. So the first thing we would do is we would write a business plan and say, you know what?
If you don't think this is helpful for the average guy wanting to do a business, this is big.
So we'll all be equal shareholders.
So going to save time. I'm just going to get out of here. How to get a second round of funding, how to go back for additional capital, how to convert to an IPO. Equity versus debt, bonds versus stocks, Chapter 7 liquidations to buy out companies. This is just, just invaluable. It's just unbelievable. Even grade level education, arithmetic, history, pre-algebra, you name it. My colleague made a joke the other night with his 15-year-old boy. He said, if you don't think you have to, freshen up on algebra to help your kid out and do homework, you're kidding yourself. Well, it's all right here. Internet radio. Tons of internet radio. I'm just going to go to the Shoutcast top radio stations. I'm going to click on the 80s channel. And here we have the 80s pop rock. I'm going to click stop. We're not into pop rock. We're going to go to 108 The Jams. Now we're going to get funky. No, I'm just kidding. But point being is, whatever you want, we have it here. I'll just read through some more again to save time. But again, pop rock, blues, alternative, classical, country, Christian, hip-hop, electronics, easy listening, inspirational, jazz, Latin, heavy metal, talk, seasonal, rock, reggae. It's just the sky's the limit. Whatever you want to listen to. In case you haven't noticed, each one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 different stations for your option to listen to. Let's hop out of here, and now you're going to think this is the craziest thing you've ever seen. We are the first one world television system. I'm going to click on Europe. I'm going to scroll down to Italy. I'm going to pick on the most prominent channel in Italy, okay? Reign 24. Within seconds, here's live television right now in Italy. Our country represents almost 30% of international descent who have not moved here, who have nothing for them to introduce their heritage to their children and to their life while also wanting to view the domestic American content. So now we've given that to them on one device. So we have Italy, Germany, Spain, Greece, Russia, the Netherlands, Hungary, Turkey. I mean, just unlimited. Middle East, Kuwait, Egypt. Hundreds of channels. Asia, India, China, Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam. NDT 24/7, the most popular channel in India. This is our Fox News, if you will. Or CNN, sorry, or MSNBC or Bloomberg. I'm not biased. But again, this is live right now in India. Within seconds on my 10-year-old TV right here. Now, what we've done here, okay, is there's definitely a market shift going on. And I'm going to close with this. People are looking for alternative ways to view content. Netflix has 28 million subscribers. Amazon VOD is just knocking it out of the park. Hulu Plus is definitely everyone's favorite. But the situation that's taking place right now is to be able to view that content, you're scattered. You have applications here. You have different logins here. You have stuff here and stuff there. It's scattered all over the place. We've created a situation now where you can take your, 3 alternative viewing providers, excuse me, put your password in one time and have it available here. And also not only available through the set-top box, but then network back to your other devices on the network also. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go here. And what do we have? I'm going to spin through this real quick. We have Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, CBS, Comedy Central, TV.com, TBS, the Oprah Winfrey Network, Sci-Fi Rewind, additional content from Crackle, Adult Swim, Spike TV, ESPN, ESPN3, NFL Game Rewind, the Major League Baseball channel, NHL, Fox News, CNN, Live News, PBS, PBS Kids, Nickelodeon, the Cartoon Network, MTV, BET. Again, the list goes on. Bravo. You guys are catching on. You see the point, okay? Let me show you a couple examples here. I was just bragging about mine last night. TV Land. They have the rights to Boston Legal, which we have through our affiliate partners, the ability to offer that content to you. And I'm going to click on full episodes. I'm going to go to Boston Legal. And what I want you to notice here is what we've done is we've taken the latest episodes that have aired on TV, and the latest episodes literally are automatically ingested to the box. So what have we done? We've not only taken you away from being stuck to a schedule, we've not only removed the obstacle of you having to DVR something, we've added the ability to network share this to your other devices if you choose to. I mean, look, let's face it. It sounds cool, and it was buzzing for a long time to be device agnostic, and we are. But let's face it, guys. Do you really want to watch an hour-and-a-half movie hovered around your cell phone? Probably not. Am I at the airport? Can I amuse myself a little bit? Yeah, sure. The tablet, maybe. Sure. That's great. But the intent is we don't want to limit you to an application and a download. We want you to have the option to use your TV, your Xbox, your Wii, your mobile phones, your handheld devices. It's up to you. It's our motto. Watch what you want to, on whatever device you want to, whenever you want to, without limitations. So you're not stuck to a schedule, you're not stuck to a DVR, and you're not stuck to one mainline provider of content, if I can say it that way, that loves to offer great inexpensive deals the first year with a 2-year contract, but then next year, by the way, your bill is $200. So, at the end of the day, what I have on TV Land is I now have my favorite show, Boston Legal. I'm just going to click on the last episode that aired and watch. You're going to see a roll-in, okay? I'll kind of walk you through this and lower the volume so I can explain what's happening, because it's important so you see the experience, how much greater it is, okay? So again, it's going to load based upon my connection. Now, so I'm seeing a roll in, and I'm seeing that within 23 seconds, my content's going to start. Okay? So I'm watching one commercial to get to my content, and then what normally would take 60 minutes is over and done with in 44 minutes. So the commercial's over. It's going to buffer. Now I'm home free. I can change my screen resolutions. I can still press my info button. I can pause. I can make popcorn. I can tuck the kids in. I can take the garbage out. I can take a phone call. I can do whatever I want. Come back. And here I am. My one remote controlling my volume, my forward and playback, my pause. Not multiple devices. Perfect picture. Fantastic sound quality. 10-year-old TV. I'm not even using an HDMI cable or a... Oh, I better get off this episode. It looked like it was going to get a little something. So, again, The Andy Griffin Show. Dick Van Dyke. Everybody Loves Raymond. Good Times. This is just one channel. The King of Queens. Leave It to Beaver. All right here. You know, I'm just going to click on King of Queens, probably my second favorite show. I'm showing you how much of a simpleton I am. So again, the loading is going to be based upon my internet speed to give me the most, the best viewing preference possible once it starts playing without interruption. And again, just to remind you again, I literally have half the power. I had 3 bars. That's all I'm operating on is 3 bars. And here's King of Queens. The last episode that just played, in order, here it is. No DVR, no buttons, no reminders. I'm not stuck on one TV. I can unplug this, drive to your house, and accomplish the same thing. Matter of fact, true story. When we were in Kansas City, my parents, they were watching the kids, or if we were going over the house for a birthday or a holiday, they didn't have, Netflix and movie channels and different things like that. They're on a limited, budget, still spending, an average of $60 a month to get what they have. And we would take our box, plug it in, it would connect within seconds, literally within seconds. We'd be able to watch whatever movie, whatever news, whatever piece of content that we wanted to. And again, same thing on trips and hotels, whatever. Let's get out of TV land. I'll go to Netflix just to show you, just for fun. Here's my Netflix account. You don't have to have one. It's just, if you already have one, some people, get glued to what they have. It's like, hey, new technology comes out, and they expect you to just ditch everything that you've done. You've added 1,000 movies to your queue. You get used to it. You like the way it functions and operates. What this has done, again, is tied those favorites into one source. So I'm just going to click on The Office. Again, as you can tell, again, I'm a simpleton. I like simple things. I'll click on The Office. Season 7. All the seasons were there, but Season 7 and the first episode. Again, it's going to buffer based upon my connectivity. Again, I'm only at half power. I'm not hardwired. If I was hardwired, again, that's always ideal. If you could do an HDMI cable, that's always ideal, of course. So 22 minutes of content, so you're not wasting 30 minutes watching, 8 minutes of commercials. And here's The Office. I'm done with that. Let's get out of here. Let's go to CBS. Again, primetime, late night. It's broken down by genres, so it's easier to view through. Let's just scroll down and let's go to CSI Miami. Full episodes. Okay, now here's the last episode that just ran, Terminal Velocity. Here it is. It's going to buffer based upon my internet speed to give me the best viewing option. I know I've said that 100 times, but just trying to ingest into you. So it gives you that clean, nice viewing opportunity. And don't forget, it's taking 40 some odd minutes of content and buffering it for 5 seconds with only one commercial intro. Like now, it's showing me in 18 seconds my show's going to start. I think it's definitely worth the 5 seconds. Again, latest episode CSI Miami that just aired on CBS. Here it is. Just a reminder, we can change the screen resolution if we so choose to. We can control the volume. We can pause. We can play. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to breeze through just some channels and content now because you see how it works, just to save time. And again, it's broken down prime time, late night, daytime, so you don't have to go through 100,000 pieces of content to find what you're looking for. Comedy Central. Again, South Park. I mean, every premium show, anchor show, if you will, that is on Comedy Central, like the Jon Stewart Show. TV.com is absolutely fantastic. Basically takes, again, the latest, whatever's just aired on major ABC, on the ABC network, and makes it available here literally within minutes. CBS Evening News, Criminal Minds, CSI Miami, Desperate Housewives, some stuff I won't say on the webinar. Everybody Hates Chris. Again, everything, anything you can think of, it's all here. The 132 of their main pieces of property are all here. Grey's Anatomy, even Happy Days, Hawaii Five-0, HBO Boxing, how about that? HBO Sports, How I Met Your Mother, the #1 syndicated show today. Right here. Let's just click on that for fun. We're going to go to full episodes. And then here's the literally the last episode of How I Met Your Mother that aired on TV. It's going to buffer based upon my internet speed. I'm going to watch 28 seconds of an ad. We have a post roll, we have a banner, we have a tower, 4 seconds. And here we are. So I'm going to get out of here. Again, the Oprah Winfrey Network, the list goes on, ESPN, ESPN3. I'm going to close with that. I want to thank you all greatly for viewing our web demo of the iMarket Direct Media System powered by Omniverse. We thank you. We look forward to a tremendously successful year. This is definitely some of the most disruptive technology that maybe media and the earth has ever seen. The first one world television system without limitations, radio, TV, app, internet browsing, social media ingestion, education. The list goes on and on and on. Zero limitations under one roof. Thanks again. My name is Jason DeMeo, President and CEO of Omniverse One World Television. Look forward to seeing you next time. Have a fantastic day.